I'm going to break down the PFL 9 2023 playoff card because it's literally happening tomorrow, and I'm really excited for Collard versus Shane Burger, so I thought, why not just talk about the whole card? So, first up, first fight on the card is John Caldone versus Nathaniel Grimard. Gonna go with John Caldone here. I think he'll get this one done. Not really much to this pick. I don't know either of these guys, but I'll go with Caldone. But moving on, we got Abdullah Al Qahtani versus David Zellner. This Abdullah guy is really good from what I've heard. I haven't watched any of his clips or anything, but he got a pretty nice finish against Lamar Brown. It also seems like the PFL is heavily investing in the Saudi Arabian MMA scene, which is good to see. It's a smart market too. It's a real smart market for the PFL to try and branch out to. The Middle Eastern market's pretty big, and they're rich in Saudi Arabia, like with the royals and everything like that. So that seems like a really smart market to branch out to. But yeah, I like Abdullah Al Qahtani here to get a win against David Zellner. Zellner's not beat the best level of competition, and he's lost to some pretty bad guys. So I like Abdullah to get the win here. Then moving on, we got Abby Montez versus Michelle Montage. I'll go with Michelle Montage here, getting this one done. Don't really know much about these girls, but I'm always wrong with women fights, so I'll just go with Michelle. Then moving on, we have Mustafa Rashid Nada versus Corey Coopi. I'm going to go with Mustafa here. Corey Coopi is fucking so chinny. Talks a lot of shit on Twitter as well. Like about fighters who are actually good. I don't know, this guy thinks he's really good for some reason when his last two wins were 4-5 and 2-10. Got chinned in 56 seconds by Carlos Leal. He's been flying knee KO'd, been KO'd by Eric Alonzo, 2-4 guy. I don't know, this guy's just really weird, this Corey Cooper guy. Talks shit on like fucking Jack Della. Says I called him out because he was small and overhyped or some shit. It's like he still went on to win his competitive fight, while you literally go and get chinned in fights. So it's like, who the fuck are you to call anybody overhyped? Like, I don't know. This guy's just weird, and I think he's gonna get knocked the fuck out again because it just seems to be what happens to Corey. He's 34 years old as well, and acting like he's some, fucking unsigned prodigy or some shit. It's like, you're 34 years old. You've been KO'd about 4 times. Who knows how many times he's been fucking brutally KO'd in sparring. So yeah. Yeah, I like Mustafa Rashid Nada to get this one done. I think he's got a kickboxing background. And, all of his wins are by KO. KO. Yeah, he just gets KOs. So I like him to get this one done. And I'll say he gets it done in the first round. Then moving on, it's Alexei Pergandi versus Sean Stefanelli. I'm going to go with Alexei here. It seems like they're trying to build him up from Killcliff FC, 22 years old. He's a massive favourite for this fight too. I don't really know too much about this guy though. Let me have a look. 7 wins, so he's got an amateur career. Seems like he's a bit of a grappler. So I'll go for him to get this one done by submission. Then we got Biaggi Ali Welsh, Muhammad Ali's grandson, versus Ed Davis. They're really building this Ali Welsh guy up, just like his brother, Nico. Or Nick, is it Nico? I think that's his... Nicky... think his brother's Nico Ali Welsh, isn't it? Yeah, it is Nico. Yeah, he like his brother. He's getting built up, which is really weird because he's literally an amateur, but they're building him up. Like they're giving him all these like layups and everything. It's like, can you give him a layup as a pro already? Like, I don't know. It's just weird to have amateur fights on the main card of PFL cards, but I think he'll get this one done. They wouldn't be giving him this matchup if they didn't think he'd be running through 2-1 at Ed Davis. So yeah, I like Ali Welsh to get this one done. I like them having his fights on there. I guess it's a cool little showcase bout. You know, it's always interesting that they're building these guys up. I don't know what their end game is here with Ali Welsh. Like, is he gonna go pro eventually? Like, you'd think so, but who knows? And we got moving up. We got I'll go with Ali Welsh getting a TKO. Then we got Magomed Karamov versus Solomon Renfro. Renfro's really dangerous in this fight, but Magomed Kalarov, just a fucking killer on the feet. Like, he's fucking so deadly. Has wins over Chris Curtis, beat Chris Curtis twice, beat Ray Cooper the third, also lost to Ray Cooper the third, but yeah, he's just got really good wins, extensive career. Solomon Renfro doesn't have the greatest chin. He got chinned by Adam Fugit. I remember that fight. I watched that one. I was sad. I like Solomon Renfro, but yeah, I think Magomed Magakrimov is going to catch Solomon Renfro in this fight and get him out of there by KO. And then moving up, we have Carlos Leal versus Sadi Soy. Sadao So. Oh, fuck. I know how to normally pronounce this guy's name, but my brain's not working today. But I'm gonna go with an upset here. I'm gonna go with Carlos Leal getting this one done. I know Sadao So beat him in a like real tentative performance, but I think Carlos Leal will get him in this fight. But yeah, this is just a hot take of mine. I'm just a big Carlos Leal fan as well, so maybe I'm just being a bit biased in this pick. Then moving up, we have Oliver Auburn Mercier versus Bruno Miranda. Oliver, since moving to the PFL, Oliver Auburn Mercier has just been on an absolute fucking roll. And I don't think Bruno Miranda is going to stop that roll. I'd say Oliver Orbe Mercier, I think he's going to get this one done by decision. He's just on a different level at the moment. And yeah, I really like Oliver Orbersi. Oh my god, what am I saying? I like Oliver Orbon Mercier. It's such a tongue twister for my fucking Australian accent to pronounce. Yeah, but yeah, I like Mercier to get this one done. And then moving on, we got the main event. We got Clay Collard versus Shane Burgos. I'm so fucking excited for this fight. The only bad thing is Shane Burgos has really changed his style. Like, we seen it in the Charles Jourdain fight. Like, he's turned more into like a grappler who's not a brawler, who doesn't really like to fight on the feet. But I hope he'll change for this fight. I hope he'll just go back to his old brawling ways, because I really want to see these two just fucking slugging it out for 3 rounds. Because Clay Collard has such a fun fucking style. Got really nice boxing. Of course, everyone knows he had that pro boxing career during the pandemic to stay active. He was just boxing on the off season as well at the PFL, which you'd love to see that. Just yeah, Clay Collard's the man. Fun fight. Has been fucked over so many times by the PFL judging. Like, he should have been fighting for the $1 million like 2 years in a row, but the judges just keep fucking him over. I don't know what they got against Clay Collard. But yeah, in this fight, I'm gonna go with Clay Collard to get this one done. I just think he'll be able to stuff the takedowns, and I think he'll be able to box up Shane Burgos a bit. His striking is so nice, his boxing's so nice, and we've seen that like against all these guys like leaving the UFC and coming to the PFL, Clay Collard is just their fucking kryptonite. Obviously, Burgos also lost to Mercier, but I don't know. You just go back and watch. You go back and watch, and you see Clay Collard go and beat up Anthony Pettis, beat up Jeremy Stevens. Like he just seems to beat all of these guys coming from the UFC into the PFL, and I liked him to get another ex UFC fighter here in Shane Burgos by decision. But hopefully, I'm praying that this is like a fun fucking fight. Like, I don't know. It's hard to have a boring Clay Collard fight, so I like him to have a nice, entertaining fight with Shane Burgos here. But yeah, hopefully Burgos just goes back to his old self and brawls here. I just love to see Shane Burgos' brawling style. Like his fight with Billy Quarantillo was so fun. Like underrated fight because it followed Gaethje versus Chandler, so it got really underrated. But yeah, I'm excited for these fights. So yeah, they should be good. But yeah, I like Chloe Collard here, and I like the moves the PFL are making at the moment. It seems like they're signing some real big signings. I don't know how they're affording all these big signings and everything, but I'm hoping the PFL succeed, because if the PFL succeeds, MMA in general succeeds. So yeah, I'm liking the moves they're making. It's always good for the UFC to have competition. So yeah, I'll be watching this card, and I'll probably put out a reaction video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. And also put on them notifications. Thank you.